Alright, we're gonna do this. This is my BC Strongest Man 2026 recap. Wanted to just talk to my followers about what happened and how it went and the journey thus far and moving forward. So, Strongman 2026, I ended up in second place overall. I was tied for first and lost the tiebreaker, which was most first overalls in the events. So the way Strongman works, of course, is like each event, if you get first, you get the most amount of points. If you get last, you get the least amount of points. I was first or second for every event throughout the day. The winner was first, second, and third. That tied us for points, and he took it on the countback. So with that being said, starting off with squat, it was to a certain height. The weights would touch the pads, you come up as many reps as you can with 475. In training, I got 8 and felt like I had 12 in me for competition. On the day, for whatever reason, I only got 7 reps. My reasoning, I had to go a little bit lower than other competitors, and I had to sort of squat on a bit more of a slant than I'm used to. So it didn't go as well. Also, I was just kind of feeling a little off. So, I shouldn't say that. I was feeling good going into it. After I only got 7, I thought maybe I'm a little bit off. But then I was still good enough for second place, so I was in a good spot. Second event was a trumpet stone to shoulder. Going into the event, the rule was that 1 rep on the heavy weight beats any reps on the lightweight, and the way it was described was basically saying you choose either or. If you failed the heavy one, then you go to the light one. But if you get the heavy one, there's no point in going to the light one. But on the day, the rules changed, and they were allowing more points for if you got 1 on the heavy one and 1 or more on the light one. So the combination of the 2 was your total. So that kind of messed my strategy up a little bit. Like in the moment, I was like going into it, I wanted 2 reps on the big stone, but I knew 1 would probably be good points, so I was just gunning for the big stone. I got the first one, went for the second one, it wasn't going, and then I went to go to the light one because I realized in the moment, but I was a little too late by like 1 second to get that second rep with the light stone, that first rep with the light stone, I should say. So that was the second event. Third event, I didn't really get a good video. We were having to deal with having our kids there and Joe and I both competing, so we were a bit distracted. Didn't really have my regular camera person, and they only caught the tail end of it, so there's just a couple reps that I got in the log, but I did get first place in my category with the overhead event, which I was pretty confident in going into it. After that, I didn't really feel good. I felt like I was starting to lose a bit of energy. I started kind of cramping up again. So I really doubled down on fighting those cramps off, and I successfully did. So I didn't fully cramp up, but my deadlift, I didn't feel 100%. I did, so the weights going into it, we didn't know what they were gonna be until it was time to deadlift. So they put the weights up on the board, and it was 570, 620, 650 were my options. Going into it, I thought 650 was maybe a possibility. But my training and deadlift didn't go so well, to be honest. So I was thinking that 620 would be great points, right? So I was going to do 570, 620, 650. But when I did the 570 and they asked me what I wanted to do next, they gave me the option kind of out of the blue that I could do 600, even though it wasn't on the weight selections options. So that kind of threw me for a loop. In the moment, I was like, well, I'm not feeling 100%. I feel like the safe route is to do 600, then 620. But what ended up happening was I did 600, and then I was up next basically for 620. So that meant that I didn't have any rest really between lifts, and I already wasn't feeling 100%, and I needed a good 5-6 minutes to rest between lifts. Didn't get that, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Didn't pull it, and didn't tie for first place because of that on that event. So then in going into the final event, I didn't get any videos of the deadlift, by the way. So then going into the final event was the shield carry. They added weight to it. It was going to be 322 pounds, something like that. It ended up being 348 or something like that. So they added 20 pounds to it, or 25 pounds to it, which is cool. I'm game. And so the rule was stated in the rules meeting for this event that you must cross the start line with the implement by 30 seconds. If you can't cross the start line by 30 seconds, you are disqualified or get a 0 for that event. It was an awkward object. The idea was we don't want it to last all night. So, pick it up, get it past in 30 seconds, and then you can go until you gas out, which is a cool way to do it. So I picked it up, no problem. Made it 2 laps. I thought for some reason in the moment, I thought 2 laps was what I needed to win, but I actually needed 2 laps and 5 feet to get first in the event. So I ended up in second in the event. And the competitor who beat me, he started the event, he dropped the implement and he picked it back up and ended up going 1 lap or something like that. He didn't move it across the line until 35 seconds after. I didn't notice this until later, so I didn't really have an argument to ask for a callback, and also the guy made it across and back, but it was after the 30-second mark. So technically that should have been a 0, but I take it on the chin and I keep moving forward, right? So at the end of the day, I could have moved 5 more feet. I could have picked up that lighter stone. I could have deadlifted 620. I could have got more reps on the squat, but I didn't. So, at the end of the day, it's kind of like there's multiple reasons why I didn't get first. I ended up in second, and that's where I landed. And so moving forward, we're going into the 2027 season with a chip on my shoulder. I'm a little bit pissed off, and I'm ready for a good off season, and I'm ready to come for that title. And next year, I'm coming for the Canadian title, the U120 Canadian title in BC 2027. We're going for it. And I've been taking stock about how I've been living recently, and there are things that I have not been doing that I can do to be even better next year. And so I am going to do those things, and I'm going to bring the best me. I'm going to be the strongest version of myself next year, 2027, and we're going to show everybody what I'm capable of, what I'm really capable of, and we're going to make sure we control for those variables like these things happening. I'm going to be a bit more adamant with things being by the book. I understand I host competitions myself. I understand it's a very hard job and it's hard to please everybody and have everything go well. So I'm not criticizing anybody or making any excuses, although it may sound like I am. I am just talking from the heart, talking from the from the sleeve, and letting you guys know what happened. And so we'll be back. I'm excited for a good off season, and I'll see you guys in the next video.